A high chance of cyclone formation off the west coast of Cape York Peninsula. This is the latest from the Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre, and the warning zone is Corumba to Mapoon. Watch zone, Northern Territory Queensland border to Corumba, including Mornington Island and Swears Island. And welcome to another update from the Force 13's AU channel. The tropical low invests 95p has sustained winds in the centre of 55 kilometres per hour, wind gusts 85 kilometres an hour, located within 75 kilometres of 12.7 degrees south, 140.1 degrees east, estimated to be 190 kilometres west of Repo, 295 kilometres north-west of POLEWARD, and it's tracking north-northeast at 13 kilometres an hour. Tropical low is expected to develop a track towards the west coast of Cape York Peninsula during this afternoon. Although the forecast track indicates that the system will just remain over eastern Gulf of Carpentaria waters over the next couple of days, there is a possibility that it could make landfall about the west coast of Cape York Peninsula as early as Saturday morning. However, at this stage there's a high chance that the low will form into a tropical cyclone off the west coast of Cape York Peninsula later today or during Saturday morning. Gales with gusts in excess of 90 kilometres an hour may develop about the coastal areas between Mapoon and POLEWARD tonight, before extending southwards to Corumba during Saturday. These gales may extend further south and west to the Northern Territory border on a Saturday night or Sunday morning if the system remains over water and it takes a more westerly track than forecast. Heavy rainfall may lead to both flash flooding and riverine flooding is occurring across Cape York Peninsula, expected to spread across much of North Queensland over the coming days. And the Bureau has a severe weather warning and flood watch, along with flood warnings now in place. And higher than normal tides are expected along the eastern Gulf of Carpentaria coastline over the next few days, and in parts the sea level may reach the highest tide of the year on the high tide tonight and on Saturday. Now we have a look at the precipitation. It's a GFS model. The values are at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, and these are from 4 p.m. through to about the same period tomorrow, and the information has been extracted from the BSCH website. People between Mapoon and Corumba, including Reaper, Arakoon and POLEWARD, should take precautions to listen to the next advice due at 1700 hours. Now we have a look at the wind probability. It's a GFS. We have Tropical Cyclone Cat 2 Riley off the Western Australia coast, and looks like the threat to the WA coast is now diminishing, and the track could now be locked in, which indicates moving away from the WA coast. Now we have a look at the total forecast of rain by the Bureau of Meteorology. Bureau of Meteorology here in Queensland has a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of the northwest, the Channel Country. And you can clearly see where the activity is going to be, and look at that blue to pink to purple to red. And now we have a look at the latest on the severe weather warning, and the area is now Old Mapoon across to Cohen, Musgrave, Hopevale, Cooktown, Port Douglas, Cairns, Atherton, Mount Garnet, Tuddy, Cardwell and north of Ingham. And the warning is for heavy rainfall for people in the following areas: Peninsula, North Tropical Coast, Tablelands, parts of the Gulf Country, Northern Goldfields and Upper Flinders. Heavy rainfall may lead to flash flooding is developing as mentioned across the region. 6 hourly rainfall totals of anywhere from 100 to 150 millimetres are likely, and as usual likely heavier falls are possible with any thunderstorms during Saturday. Likely intense rainfall may develop across the coast, ranges to the North Tropical Coast District, with 6 hourly rainfall totals reaching up to 250 millimetres. The heaviest falls are currently focused along the Gulf of Carpentaria Coast north of about Kawayama, and should extend south to Karumba, Chillicay for the remainder of today and during Saturday. Heavy rainfall has also developed across the North Tropical Coast. This activity is expected to increase further during Saturday, particularly about the coast and ranges. Flood watch is current for catchments across the Cape York Peninsula, Eastern Gulf Country, North Tropical Coast. And this is the life of the system up to earlier today. Locations which may be affected: Reaper Cove, Port Douglas, Cooktown, Laura, Arakoon, Musgrave, Bamaka, Old Mapoon, Kawayama, Dunbar, Palmerville, Cairns, Atherton, Mareeba, Innisfail, Cardwell and Napranum. And some rainfall totals: 135.8 millimetres Reaper, 135 millimetres at Kamwanga, and the BOL update 1700 hours. Initial flood watch for the Daintree correction. Initial minor flood warning for the Daintree Mosman Rivers. Initial minor flood warning for the Mulgrave. Flood watch for areas north of Townsville to Norberton, including Cape York Peninsula. And the Joy Typhoon Warning Centre has a tropical cyclone formation alert out for Invest 95P, and here's their first track. Animating enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows building convection to the northwest of the low-level circulation centre, with formative banding beginning to wrap in from the north. A 89 GHz microwave image depicts pockets of convection wrapping into an organised low-level circulation. A ASCAT path shows a tight circulation with a small swathe of 25 knot winds to the north. 95P is currently in a very favourable environment. Exeter poleward outflow, low 10 to 15 knots vertical wind shear, and very warm 30 to 32 Celsius sea surface temperatures. Global models are in good agreement that the system will continue to track southward along the coast and intensify before moving over land. That is the current position of the centre. Now we have a look at the upper level divergence. It's up around 40 knots where the tropical low Invest 95 is, and the wind shear is a little bit high for the top end of the Gulf of Carpentaria across the Cape York region, the northern tip. Now the 24-hour shear tendency, and it looks like the wind shear is going to increase. Upper level environment is favourable at this point in time, and the 850 millibar vorticity. Now we have a look at the latest NOAA floaters. Strong wind warning is in place for the Hunter Case, New South Wales. Fire weather warning for the Mallee, Wimmera, Northern Country, North Central, Southwest, Central and West, South Gippsland forecast districts. Strong wind warning for the Port Phillip Bay, Western Port, the Gippsland Lakes, the Central and East Gippsland coast. And no warnings down there in Tasmania. And a severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds for parts of the Carpentaria, Gregory, Barclay, Simpson and Tanami districts up there in the Northern Territory. Bureau of Meteorology has a gale warning for the southeast Gulf of Carpentaria, northeast Gulf of Carpentaria, strong wind warning Torres Strait Peninsula coast, and a similar one will be in place tomorrow. And severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds the northwest Channel Country areas here in Queensland. And in our next update, we'll have a look at Tropical Cyclone Riley and the latest on this developing tropical low Invest 95P. And here's a couple of tracks. Model consensus clearly shows a westward track, and none of them are saying over into the northwest Coral Sea. And here's the EPS track guidance. The models are on the right hand side, and the models have the different colours. And finally, late cycle intensity guidance. Tropical storm is category 1 on the AU scale.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, our YouTube page youtube.com/Force13, on Facebook under the same name Force13, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 if you wish to get in touch. You can also add Force13 on Skype and my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.